very good evening. We start off our bulletin with highlights from the Pacific Games. The Niue women's 4 team won silver after defeating Fiji 13-7 in the semi-finals earlier today. The team was aiming for gold this afternoon in their match against the Norfolk Island in the finals. However, they lost 16-13. The women's 4 team of Pauline Rex Blumsky, Victoria Liu Mai Hetau, Pilena Motufo'ou and Joy Peiro are guaranteed a silver medal after defeating the competition favourites Fiji. And the Niue Women's Rugby League made their mark at the Pacific Games, defeating Solomon Islands 22-4 in their final league match yesterday afternoon to take 5th place in the overall competition. Niue was in Pool B with PNG and Fiji, while in Pool A was the Cook Islands, Samoa and the Solomon Islands. So at the end of the Women's Rugby League Nines, Fiji took out gold, beating PNG 16-4. Cook Islands took the bronze medal by defeating Samoa 24-10. The Asia Pacific League Confederation posted that the Niue Women Rugby League team wrap up in 5th place at the Samoa 2019 Pacific Games Rugby League Nines and first ever victory in the Pacific Games history with a 22-0 victory over the Solomon Islands, who take 6th place, playing the first ever tournament as a team. The Confederation stated well done to both teams. And New Zealand has clarified its policy in the case of a disrupted flight. This is in relation to the recent incident in which NZ785, due to depart Niue for Auckland on Friday 21st June, was cancelled due to engineering requirements. Over 100 passengers had to extend their stay on Niue that weekend. Customers were accommodated overnight and travelled the next day on an alternative aircraft. Concerns were raised on visiting residents not being provided the same service as tourists, who were provided accommodation, breakfast and lunch vouchers for the next day. Responding to BCN News, the airline's communications department stated that in the case of a disruption due to an engineering problem, passengers are provided with accommodation unless their residence is within a reasonable distance of the airport. The airline says accommodated passengers are also provided with meal vouchers and the opportunity to make phone calls. We continue with our budget coverage with a government ranking in terms of the highest expenditure by department. Our journalist Esther Pavihi has more.
Bulk fuel is government's largest expenditure, with a budget allocation of $5,629,000 for the financial year 2019-2020. A decrease of $856,162 from the previous financial year. Justice Department and Community Affairs, which administers the pension and benefits, has the second largest expenditure budget allocation of $4,402,000, an increase of $335,579 from the previous financial year. This is followed by education with an allocation of $3,520,000, an increase of $331,330. The Health Department allocation of $2,639,000, an increase of $224,146 from the previous financial year. Both departments under the Ministry of Social Services has the largest combined expenditure of $10,477,000. Cabinet and Parliamentary Services also received an increase in its budget estimates by $732,105, with a total of $2,204,000 for the 2019-2020 financial year. Finance and Planning has been allocated $1,619,000, an increase of $419,146. Transport received an allocation of $1,496,000, an increase of $253,442 from previous year, with the Public Service Commission being allocated $1,378,000, an increase of $248,412 from the previous financial year. The total recurrent expenditure for the 2019-2020 financial year is $28,173,000, while the total recurrent revenue expected to be generated from the government departments is $28,735,000. This is Esther Pavihi for BCN News.
Over $25 million of New Zealand aid has been contributed for the financial year 2019 to 2020. According to the Investment and Development Budget, the total New Zealand aid contributions are $25,095,000. This includes $7.5 million direct budget support. The New Zealand funded projects for economic development has been allocated $7 million, renewable energy $5 million, and the Manatua cable $2 million, and the new Whalefono $2 million. Tourism support $1,150,000 and administrative support $1,710,000. Niue's Health Development Program $587,000, while the Education Sector's Support Program $798,000. Other non-New Zealand aid grants total $3 million. As part of reducing single-use plastics on the island, Hio Cafe launched their reusable straws last Thursday at the cafe in Tuapa. BCN reporter Esther Pavihi was there and spoke with Victoria Kalauni.
Hio Cafe said bye-bye to plastic straws and hello to reusable straws at their launch of their Tahi Mea initiative to reduce single-use plastic on the island.
I think every citizen plays a role in giving back to the environment. The birth of Say No to Plastic Straws came about by a GEF fund workshop I attended last year, which was conducted by Jay Eveni Ngataua. I basically went because I saw the word fund, and then sitting in that workshop became quite knowledgeable and how Hio Cafe can be a force for change by doing away with plastic straws, and that came about by seeing pictures of the detriment plastic straws does to land and to ocean and to our marine life, our food source.
According to National Geographic, an estimated 5 million straws are used daily around the world. 3 million straws are disposed of daily, and because of their small size, when discarded, most end up along our beaches and foreshores.
I thought I'm a cafe that was putting plastic straws whakahanoa into every drink, and yet we were never born with a plastic straw in our mouth, you know. So then this little kid got off the yacht, came here, ordered a smoothie, and she said, I have my own straw. And I was curious, and I asked her why, and she said, you have to, because they get caught up in the turtles and the sea life, and they kill them off. They strangle them. And I thought, I never knew that. I never paid attention to that. So that's how Hio Cafe came involved with Say No to Plastic Straws.
Hio's initiative is supported by funding from the Global Environment Facility, with the project's 3 primary objectives of educating the public and in collaboration with Niue Primary School on awareness and promotion of No Plastic Initiative, and to find alternatives to plastic straws. And the third objective is to introduce startup kit sets of the reusable straws for other eateries on the island. Hio plans to provide free kit sets for other eateries, which includes the metallic straws and cleaning kits. This will all be part of raising awareness on the use of alternative straws and the movement to reduce the use of plastics in Niue. This is Esther Pavihi for BCN News.
And that's BCN News for tonight. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night.